my good people, I have to start drinking a glass of water because, as you know, 1 cup keeps the doctor away. And today I am in my kitchen. This is Regina Joseph from Kenya in Africa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending with your time. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and kindly subscribe. If you are new here, consider by subscribing for me. We are road to 800 subscribers. And today I want to cook something very good. You will see what I'm going to cook as I continue. This is my boiling meat. Let me first of all put my fire on. Today I had a very hectic day. I don't know how your day was. You can see I'm just preparing supper. I feel so tired, but you know, we mothers, whether you are tired or you're not, you have to cook something for your kids. And let me now start preparing. And before I do that, let me clean my hand, because as you know, hygiene is the key thing in the kitchen. You have to make sure you are clean. Your hands must be clean so that you can keep germs away. Because you know, if you eat anything bad, you have stomach upset, and I don't want that. So the first thing, you have to clean your hands. Let me now start making my onions. Me, I do love putting a lot of onions. Let me now start cutting my onions. Let me also cut my tomatoes. And now, my people, we are going to start cooking our meat. We have to make sure we cook our beef meat so good. I have already pre-boiled it. So now I'll just put some cooking oil so that I can cook the onions. Let's wait for the cooking oil to heat well so that I'll just put my onions. Okay, it's time for me to put the onions. You have to keep on turning until your onion becomes translucent and your meat turns golden brown. Let me now put my tomatoes. And now let me put my rest of food. And also I put my salt. Someone asked me why I don't like measuring my ingredients. I do not usually measure because I know the amount of food that I'm cooking. I use my eyes to measure, and believe it or not, there is not any day that I put a lot of salt. I normally balance it so well that you can even give the calculation. Just need to know the amount of food you are cooking. That one is what will help you to know the amount of salt that you are going to put. And my people, I'm still cooking my meat. I have to wait for the tomatoes to soften. Today I'm going to cook wet fry beef meat. We have to make our meat taste well. Let me also get some water. Let me check the salt. It is good. And because we are going to cook wet fly, I have to put some water. That is our meat. We are going to cover and wait for it to boil. I'm done cooking my beef stew, and here it is. And now the next step, let me now show you what I'm cooking next. Let me place my sufuria. I'll have to put some water. We are going to eat spaghetti. This is what I'll be cooking today. Today we are going to cook spaghetti. This is my water, and let me now cut. You have to cook spaghetti depending with the size that you want. For me, I'll cut 3 times. I'll have to cook all of it because my kids do love eating spaghetti. Here it is. We are going to wait for it to boil. And remember, when you're cooking spaghetti, don't wait for the water to dry fully because it will stick on your sufuria. So we have to be very cautious and we have to keep on looking so that when you see the water is drying up, you have to remove them and then you will start putting your other ingredients. And let me now start preparing my onions. Let me start preparing my onions. Let's wait for the spaghetti to boil, to wait for the water to finish. And here comes my spaghetti. You can see how we normally boil it. And now the next step, I have to put onions and tomatoes to make it at least have color. And let me pour my cooking oil here. I don't want to put a lot. We are going to wait for it to heat well so that I will put my onions. Kanyama. Let me eat one. It's now time for me to put my onions. Let me now put tomatoes. Let me cover my tomatoes cook with steam. And then we are going to see. Let us now put our Royco cube. I'll also be putting my salt. And then I'm going to stir and mix it with this. Sometimes it's good to put your spaghetti with onions and tomatoes. Don't eat white spaghetti. Make them more tasty by adding this. We have to make sure our tomatoes soften so well. You have to be fully cooked so that when we put our spaghetti, we just have to turn and our food will be ready. It's now time for me to put my spaghetti here. You can see they have already dried the water. You have to mix well. You have to mix them so well. I'm done with my spaghetti. And now it's time for me to serve. Let me take a plate. And now let me serve. And also I put my beef meat. And that is what we are eating today. As usual, I have to taste. It is so good. I'll also take my meat. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Regina Joseph. Let's meet in another video. Bye. Let me continue eating my spaghetti.